some numbers that were resources that were helping agencies. Can anybody give me one of those numbers that you just saw on the screen? Phone number. 4 digits. Look at this. 953. Yeah, he said 953. You got one?
9532109.
Okay, so don't say who it is. So 2109, who is that? Anybody know who that is? What is it?
What is it?
No, it's a chaplain.
Yes.
So 2109. So I want you to get this in your head right now, so that you know that you have someone when you walk out this door, that if you're in a situation you can call for help. So here's how this is going to work, okay? So you guys are my 2-1s, okay? So 2-1. So this side is 2-1. This side is 09, okay? So when you see the coin go to you, you need to give me your particular number, okay? What number are you guys?
0.
And what are you?
2-1.
Okay, so we ready?
2-1.
Okay, let's try again. Ready?
2-1.
All right, good. So somebody can have one of those, and somebody can have one of those. Okay, so here you go. You can have another one just because. Okay. So 2109, very, very important because there's a lot of junk that goes on in the world, and any resource that we can have that's going to help in that is a good thing to have. I know me, if you ask me any phone number anywhere, I can't tell you anymore, because where's it at? It's on my phone. Okay? So 2109, that guy will help you and hook you up. So, I'd like you to go with me for a second. So my name is Ricky Higby, and there's a couple things that have happened in my family that are totally, totally uncool. So kind of go with me for a second. So imagine as she's being pulled around the room by her hair, being spat upon as she curls up in the corner. So I really, really, really wish I could just say that was a movie. But it's not. Folks really, really close to me have had to go through junk like that in their past. Not good. It really literally turns my stomach when I hear things like that. And unfortunately, things like that are way too common in our Air Force, in our culture as a whole. So if we look at things like domestic violence, when we look at things like sexual assault, and we look at things like stalking, do you think those things happen in our Air Force? Sure. Absolutely. I can't wait for the day where we could do an east-west instead of a north-south. Because it hurts so bad to know that somebody is getting hurt. So not only happens in our Air Force base, but it happens in our culture as well. So you just told me that we have a problem when it comes to things like that. Power-based interpersonal violence is kind of like the big flowery word for it. So if there's a problem, we want a solution for this problem. That's really why we're here today. So that problem, unfortunately, is not just part of our Air Force culture, it's part of our culture as a whole. So let's talk culture for a second. So little pieces of culture that kind of come and go quickly are things like clothes sometimes. So anybody in here graduate around 1991? Oh, I got the polar opposites. So 1980? 2000? Okay, so we're going to go 1991, okay? So here's Ricky in 1991, okay? So Ricky is walking down his high school hallway in his polka-dotted hammer pants. So Ricky is walking down the hallway with his step haircut. Ricky is walking down the hallway with his rat tail. So who had a rat tail at any point? You guys are lying, I'm telling you. Somebody had a rat tail. Okay, how about this one? So final thing. So Ricky is walking down the hallway with his Flavor Flav clock. Anybody have a Flavor Flav clock? Oh, I guess I'm just that guy. But I don't have a Flavor Flav clock now. That's a good thing. But culture changes, okay? Things as simple as a hairstyle come and go, right? So culture changes. What that tells me is culture can be changed. So something has happened that's very significant that has impacted our culture is this thing we call social media. So who in here does not have some type of social media account? Good, awesome. And A1, you're so excited. Where? Give me something.
He does not.
An A1C with no social media account? I love that. That's good. I just like that. So kudos to you, sir. Not saying it's bad, but I have a 12-year-old. So that should be enough for you right there. I have a 12-year-old. So with this social media thing, it has had a significant impact on culture. Let's talk about Facebook for a second. So who is the guy that started Facebook?
Mark Zuckerberg.
Okay, so Mark Zuckerberg. So let's go with me for a second as we go down this road. So Mark Zuckerberg is sitting in his dorm room. He's like, hey, I would like to do something where I can connect with people. So he creates his little Facebook account. He gets his buddy to create a Facebook account. Pretty soon, this whole dorm has a Facebook account. Pretty soon, the entire campus has a Facebook account. Now, other campuses, and pretty soon, before you know it, Facebook is global. Would you say that Facebook is part of our culture? So what we just had was a whole bunch of people, single individual people, doing a little something that totally changed culture. It wasn't one person that did one huge thing. It was a whole bunch of persons doing their little part to totally change culture. So we say all this because when it comes to this thing that we're calling interpersonal power-based violence, we all can do our part to change the culture to eradicate this problem.